Hi, in this episode we will learn the fundamentals of the Golang concurrency model, namely coroutines and channels. First, we will do a high-level overview of these primitives, and then we will implement our example. So, to begin, let me show you an example. Let's say we have a process. This process will spawn a new process, that's a coroutine. It will wait for this process to end, and then it will exit. So in the spawn bubble, we will create a second process. This process will do some execution, and part of this execution will send a message. So the way these two processes communicate is by sending message. And these messages are sent through channels. So that's it. This is very simple, but it can give us a great power to build concurrent applications. So let's write this example into Go code. The first thing we have to do is start the main process, or process 1 in the presentation. So this process will first create a channel. This is the channel that we will use to communicate. And this is the syntax: make, chan, and then the type, because remember that everything in Go is typed. So let's send integers. There is an optional argument here, which is a number that will tell you the size of this channel. In this case, we won't use any, so this channel can at most have one message. So we have our channel, and now we need to spawn our process. To spawn a new process, we use the Go keyword. And then let's call a function, process2, let's say. Now let's create this function. So process, this will receive a channel, so it's the same type. This is process2, and now let's do this. Let's wait for up to 3 seconds. So this function that it's doing is creating a random number from 0 to 3000. Now let's sleep here. This is like we're doing something. So we're sleeping a random amount of time to pretend we're doing some work. Duration. And we're saying that these are milliseconds. Okay? And then what we will do is we're gonna send that number to the channel. Okay? So we're creating a random number. We're sleeping for this random amount of time, and then we're sending this number n to the channel using the arrow syntax. Okay, this is a new syntax. If we do this, we will block until the process is done. But if we do it with Go keyword, we are sending this process, but we're continuing our execution. So let's now print waiting for process. And now to read from a channel, we should do it like this: arrow and then the channel, right? And then we can easily say print process took milliseconds, and this is gonna be n. Okay? So we have some problems here. We need to pass the channel because this is the argument. Okay, so let's review these ones again before running it. So first of all, we're creating a channel of type int. Then we're creating a process, we're spawning a process called process2, which is the number of the function. And the first argument is the channel itself. Then we will print some message, we will wait for a message in this channel, and we will print the content of the message. On the other side, we have the process, which first creates a random number from 0 to 3000. We sleep for that amount of time, pretending we're doing some work. This might be a database operation or an HTTP request or whatever. And then we're sending that message to the channel. So now let's execute this. So we're waiting for the process. We're sending the message. The process took almost 2 seconds, a little bit more. So the main idea of this is that you can spawn many processes. That's what you use Go keyword for. And then use channels for synchronize this process and communicate them. So these are the fundamentals of the Golang concurrency model.